With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
just on another planet.
Welcome back! Once again, race fans here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Glad you could all join us here tonight. Looks like we've got a little mix-up on the overlay here tonight. Richmond's For Lovers 125, brought to you by the NEXTGEN Lighting Electric Company Xfinity Series, kicking things off here tonight at Richmond International Raceway. Gonna be one heck of a race underneath the lights here tonight. Race number 12 getting underway of the 16 race regular season. How you doing? How you feeling out there in TV land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave in the Cave, bringing you all the calls from the track here tonight. 3 minutes into tonight's 10-minute qualifying session. Let's go ahead and throw some of that information up for you over there to the left-hand side of your screen. Katie Osmond, quick time, 22:20. Right now on top of the speed charts, 24 drivers turning in a time lapse so far. Roy Hyde in the 00 sporting a new paint scheme out there this week. Roy's going to go 12th on the speed charts with his second time lap. He'll go ahead and shut it down, and you might notice something a little new over there to the left-hand side of your screen. On that ticker, you can see drivers highlighted in different numbers. You can see those highlighted in that turn 3 orange. Well, those are drivers locked in to the championship chase. We've got 8 of them locked into the 12. I believe it is 8. Let me double check this count. And it is. I can count. I didn't even need to use all my fingers. 8 drivers slotted into the positions. We will take another another 4 more drivers into the championship. So who's it gonna be? Next 4 races gonna be very, very gruesome for some of these drivers. Gonna be very tiresome for a lot of them. 5 left before we head off into the chase. Katie Osmond still leading the top of the speed charts right now. Quick time, 22:20 for Osmond. Anybody else out there trying to put in a time lap? Doesn't look like we have anybody out there on the track right now. Still yet to go. Travis Smith, Todd Willis, Derek Robinson, Brian Maskell Jr., Bobby Camden in the 68 machine, yet to put in his time lap. Melvin Young, top 10 in happy hour. He's yet to put in his time lap here as well. So a handful of drivers trying to wait it out, see if they can figure something out about the track 3 chase contenders up there in the top 3 qualifying positions right now. The Blackhawk Motorsports Pole Award belongs to Katie Osmond. Well, you know what, race fans, while we're waiting for a few more drivers to turn in those time laps, why don't we go ahead and run down some of the official business here for you tonight, right there front and center on your screen. Your championship standings coming into tonight's race. Steve Baker leads the field. I believe that's a 22-point deficit. Troy Radford, Dustin Ping, driver inside the top 5. Ping does not have a win to his name yet. So Ping, one of those drivers on the not necessarily on the outside looking in, but he's going to have to protect his points over the next 5 races here tonight, and 4 more to follow. Chicagoland, Iowa, the Glen. Then we head off for the regular season finale at Auto Club Speedway. But there you can see also, look at that, Katie Osmond. He's been to victory lane twice so far this season. He's sitting just in that 5th position. Brian Snare, Roy Hyde has been to victory lane. He's back in 7th, so we have drivers all the way mixed up all throughout this field. Check out Kendall Levron, maybe even Dustin German. They're outside of the top 15, but yet they're locked in with a race win. We'll have to see who else can maybe lock themselves in with a win here tonight. Maybe take the easy route into the championship, not have to point race their way in. Looks like we don't have any action out there on the track here with just about 3 minutes remaining here in qualifying. We'll go ahead and throw that information back up for you on screen, but it does indeed look like Katie Osmond is going to walk away with that Blackhawk Motorsports Pole Award with a 22:05. Said that's kind of awkward. Says that his fast lap is actually a 22:20 over here in the timing and scoring. Got it as a 22:05 over there on the left-hand side of your screen. We'll have to work that one on out. Shouldn't change very much, though, here tonight. We're going to go ahead and keep that at a 22:20 because that seems a little bit more realistic as it lines up with the rest of the drivers out there. But now with just about 2.5 minutes remaining in qualifying, we're going to step away for a brief commercial break, then head down trackside for the national anthem. So don't go anywhere, race fans. We will be right back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular their bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Jets flying over, drivers to their cars. Can't wait for this one to kick things off. It is gonna be one heck of a night under the lights here at Richmond International Raceway. There you can hear those familiar bells ringing in the background. It's time to run down tonight's Richmond is for Lovers 125 right here in the Next Gen Lighting Electric Company Xfinity Series. Walking away with the Blackhawk Motorsports Pole Award. Quick time tonight, 22:24, Eddie Osmond. Lining up just to his outside, the 28 of Kendall Levron. Inside row number 2 with 55 of Steve Baker. Just to his outside, the 1 of Dustin Bing. Row number 3 here tonight, the 80 of Brian Littleton, the 77 of Lance Yancey. 27 of Nathan Bishop going to start in that 7th spot. 8th spot will go to Hunter Tate. Rounding out row number 5, Christopher Spencer and the 56 of John Wimbish. Mitchell Snare starting in 11th position. Roy Hyde going to slot in the 12th starting spot. Driver's going to begin to roll off the grid inside row number 7, the 69 of Craig Learman. Lined up just to his outside, the 6 of Eric Blount, Jeff Stiles, Brandon Medford back in row number 8. Row number 9 here tonight, the 36 of Justin Grigsby, followed by Chase Contender, the 99, Dustin German. Tyler Hilton, Matthew McMeekin round out your top 20. Starting in the 21st position, Gordon Larson Jr., followed by Brian Snare. Thomas Light back there in 23rd. How about outside of your top 25? Chase competitor Travis Smith right there in 26th. The 33 of Brian Mescal Jr. back in 37th. 30th will be Robert Liedell. Douglas Saki, Todd Willis, Robert Hetrick, and Bobby Camden back there all the way through 34th. Mike Mason Gill, Gary Ragland, and Melvin Young round out the field here tonight. All 37 drivers that tried to qualify made it into the race and have made it onto the track. It's going to be one crazy little battle here tonight. I can guarantee you that. Drivers side by side on the tube, coming down the back stretch to head towards the green flag. Will begin to lower that music. Get you set to go. Green flag racing for the first time here tonight from Richmond International Raceway. In the Richmond is for lovers 125. Pace truck down and away. Osmond bringing the field to the restart box, and green flag flies for the first time here from IRR. RIR. There you go. That sounded really weird. Field up through gears, getting through 1 and 2. Everybody clean and clear so far. Big scrum back in the back of the pack around John Windish. That's around the 12th position right here. We'll jump back a little further from the track, give you so, whoa, big moment for the, I believe that was the 27 of Nathan Bishop. Yes, it was. Big wiggle with the 2 of Christopher Spencer just behind him. Katie Osmond still leads Steve Baker, followed by Dustin Ping. They're all nose to tail. Brian Middleton down there on the inside, the 80, looking to try to slot himself in line as we get single file at the front of this field. Caution on the speedway. Looks like we've got our first driver around here tonight. Let's go back, check out, see what happened here to bring out caution number 1. There you can see Matthew McMeekin on board with that 41. He's looks like he gets tagged a little bit, and ooh, that's some pretty good impact right there. That's some hard impact. We'll take a look at it one more time here. You can see the 41 out there on the outside. Doesn't look like we're going to catch it from that view. Let's try one more time here. Oh, and the 83, just some slight contact. Oh my gosh. Hard impact for that 83 of Brandon Medford. He's going to have a long night ahead of him if he's able to do anything at all. We'll rejoin the field back live once again at the front of this field with your Blackhawk Motorsports Pole Award winner, Katie Osmond. Going to be a long, troublesome night here tonight. We'll check in with that weather report real quick here in just a few seconds. Try to go ahead and see how that track's faring out there. Pretty cool track state, 69 degrees out there on the track, so should have a fair amount of grip out here tonight under the lights at Richmond International Raceway, so this should fare for some good racing, but we've always seen Richmond a little bit loose on those corner exits, especially this one that we're getting ready to work our way off of and back through the front stretch in that tri-oval coming out of 4, where you think you can just slide way out to that outside wall. It unloads a little bit, like there's a small crest coming off of the corner late, and it can catch you out, send you through that infield grass. There you can see what a job done out there by Elite Landscaping out of Haywood County, North Carolina, doing a fine job down there, giving us some great grass to look at here tonight. Looks like Upstate Al going to go ahead and give the field one to go in that flag stand, so we'll get set to go back green. Flag racing this time by Katie Osmond, Steve Baker still in those top two spots. Dustin Ping, Kendall Levron still back there, row number 2, row number 3. Brian Littleton and Lance Yancey right where they started as well, so not a lot of changes at the front of this field. Levron dropping from 2nd to 4th. That's about all that has happened. We'll get set as the Chevy Silverado pace truck ducks off field out of 4 to the restart box, and here we go. Green flag racing once again here at Richmond International Raceway. Osmond up through the gears, no problems for him. Lance Yancey right there in that 77 machine. Body armor on the side of that Xfinity ride this week. He's going to slot himself in just behind Brian Littleton. They'll run nose to tail down into turn 3. Looks like most of the field at the front already getting single file. Small little battle here between Christopher Spencer and Hunter Tate. They're going to go side by side for a brief moment. Still a lot of other action out there on track. Look at this big scrum of cars back through here. Still side by side. Lap number 8 down the back stretch. Can that 48 of Jimmy Hetrick do what Alex Bowman did today and get that 48 Ally sponsored machine to victory lane? Still a long way to go before we can find that one out. How about the driver just off in front of him, Travis Smith in the throwback Casey Kane Red Bull machine, looking good out there tonight on that outside, powering around a few drivers. Smith up 9 positions from where he started, outside of the top 20, now running in 17th. We'll take a look around the track as we've got more and more battles. We've got drivers off track there. You can see that's the 43 of Mitchell Snare having some issues. A little bit of landscaping going on down there for Snare on the front stretch. We'll keep it right here with Smith as he continues to try to take a spot away from Justin Rigsby. Tyler Hilton in the 82. Whoa, big wiggle, big smack of the wall. He pancaked the side of that 82 right into the outside wall. Big trouble here tonight for Hilton. He'll have to get that Ford Mustang fixed here in the next few laps. The 45 of Brian Snare now looking to the inside. He's going to go ahead and take that spot as Hilton falls through the field. Brian Mescal Jr. looking for a position on the track. He'll go to the inside of Hilton, side by side through the center of 1 and 2 off of the corner now. No real advantage on that bottom side right now for Mescal Jr. He'll stay slotted in side by side. He'll jump around just a little bit. Go back a little further. It's back almost to almost 3 wide. Racing now through that tri-oval. Taking a look back here at that 14 machine of Todd Willis. He's beginning to close in on Robert Hetrick. Back towards the front of the field. How about a battle inside the top 5? We've got Dustin Ping, or Kendall Levron. Oh, Bobby Camden goes around. The 68 has some trouble. That's going to put us under caution for the second time here tonight on lap number 13. Let's see what happened to Camden. Looks good down there on the bottom of the screen. Oh, he tags the outside wall, and he goes for a ride. He catches the inside wall as well. Going to right the ship, but that is still going to be some tough damage to overcome. We'll take one more look at it here. You can see the 68 down through the center of the corner. No problems whatsoever into that outside wall, and there's the problem. Hard impact. You could almost see that car lift all the way up off the ground. That is going to spell big time trouble for that 68. Field back under caution for the second time here. Lap number 16 out of the 125 scheduled in tonight's official race distance. And as we kick off race number 12 here in this 26 race season, we got to keep in mind that we're inching closer and closer to that championship run, to that first round in the playoffs. We've got tonight's race, Chicagoland, Iowa, the Glen coming up. That's right, a road course right before we set the Chase Grid. Auto Club going to be the final regular season race coming up in just about 4 weeks from now. So in a month's time, we will set the championship grid. And we have already got 8 drivers locked in. Will we see a situation where drivers that are locked in have to point their way in as well? I believe we're only taking 12 drivers. I'll have to check that. Hey, Jags, I know you're out there. Can you double check? Keep me straight on that one. Chase drivers is 12, correct? Nonetheless, looks like pit road, a very lonely place. Nobody willing to go down and get the fresh tires yet. Drivers allotted 3 sets of fresh tires, so looks like nobody willing to come and risk them just yet here, as we've only got 17 laps in on this race run. Everybody wanted to keep those tires in their back pocket. And who's willing to, when we do have that longer run, who's willing, let's say if we get a 30-lap run, is there going to be any crew chiefs and drivers out there willing to risk it and keep an extra set of tires in their back pocket should we see a late race caution? We have seen these things go green and stretch out and then have a rash of cautions towards the end. Very well to keep some tires in your back pocket. Pace truck down and away, field off of 4. Osmond leads them to the restart box, and green flag flies once again here from Richmond International Raceway. Osmond goes through the front stretch, no problems for him. Everybody follows through. Side-by-side battle now for the second position. Looks like the one of Dustin Ping trying to take it away from Steve Baker. Not going to get there just yet. The one still digging on the inside. This is when you got to get it done on these restarts. Looking at 2 wide, multiple positions. John Wimbish way up the track to 56. Cheerwine machine almost into the outside wall. Battling with that 77 of Lance Yancey off of turn 2. Stacked up 2 by 2 for 4 positions on the track. Eric Blount now up 4 positions, knocking on the door of a top 10. There you can see him, 3rd car in line, just behind that blue deuce of Christopher Spencer, as your top 4 have stepped away. Gonna jump back to this battle right here, highlight this one just a little bit more for you. Go around with one of our turn 3 drone cams tonight from Richmond International Raceway for the Richmond is for Lovers 125. There you can see still digging on the bottom. Oh, contact! Lance Yancey's gonna stack them up. Contact, the 2 goes around. The 6 of Blount goes around. We stay green flag racing, no caution. No caution for that one. We stay green flag racing as those drivers were off of the racing surface. Looks like the officials said, no, we're gonna keep this one green. Big time trouble for Eric Blount, Christopher Spencer, and Dustin German. After the 77 of Lance Yancey had a little bit of a moment, got sideways, and, well, calamity struck from there. Travis Smith now up another position, up 16 spots from where he started tonight's race. Smith knocking on the door of a top 10. He now runs in, well, he's in that 10th position, back and forth with Justin Rigsby. There you can see that 9 digging on the bottom, to 36 of Rigsby up at the top, trying to make the high side work. And as of right now, this is your Mission 22 Hard Charger Award winner, up 15 positions from where he started tonight's race. Ryan Mescal Jr. closest to him. He's up 13 spots, up back in the 14th position. Struggling now to get into that top 10 is Smith. He's going to slot into that 11th position. We'll jump around the track just a little bit more with some more of the racing action here. There you can see that 69 of Craig Lehrman. What a run he's having. In the 12th position, he's got the 48 Ally machine of Jimmy Hetrick right behind him. Brian Maskell Jr., Gordon Larson Jr., Mitchell Snare, Damon Cox right there in 17th. Roy Hyde dropped 6 spots from where he started tonight's race. Hyde just inside the top 20, running in the 18th position. Back around the speedways, there's still battles all over this track. Check this one out right here. Well, that 30 of Robert Hetrick, he's struggling here tonight, and it might have to do with that paint scheme. Roll Tide is all I'm going to say. Looking good down there. Very, very good paint scheme. I do enjoy that one. Clemson not very far away from the cave here. Just about an hour and 45 minutes, and I can be right there at the stadium. So, yeah, Tiger Country, I guess. But we're going to roll Tide all night long here. Hetrick struggles off the turn 4 that time. He's going to let the 45 of Snare go by. There you can see that 13 of Robert Liedel. He's trying to close in. 28 of Kendall Lebron. Down multiple positions from where he started tonight's race. He started outside pole, had some trouble, and dropped all the way outside of your top 20. Lebron looks to try to gain some more ground here. Not much to talk about at the front of this field. Katie Osmond has stepped out to just about a 1/10 of a 1 second race advantage. Steve Baker has the same over Dustin Ping, Brian Littleton, John Wimbish round out your top 5. We will jump around just a little bit, jump around to different camera shots here tonight. Why don't we get a little bit closer to the action as we watch this battle with Hetrick, Maskell Jr., Mitchell Snare, Gordon Larson Jr., John Wimbish, Jeff Stiles. Stiles has some issues. Oh, no. Let's go back, check out what happened here with that 85 machine. There you can see him just off the Lebron. Like slow driver 68 into the outside wall, comes back, collects the 85. Oh man, tough break right there. Let's watch one more time. There you can see that 68 hits that wall and nowhere to go for the 85. He's going to catch the brunt of that one. So caution, flag flies once again here on lap number 30. That's going to bring us to something interesting. What will our race leader do? Will he bring the field down pit road? Who wants the fuel and tires? Osmond leading all 32 laps so far here tonight after walking away with the Blackhawk Motorsports Polo Award with a 22:20. That is about 2/10 faster than our fastest lap here tonight so far, and that belongs to, well, no surprise, fastest lap on the race here so far tonight, 22:49 for Katie Osmond. Doesn't look like anybody willing to come to pit road. Nobody giving up that track position. Well, let's take that back. We have had a handful of drivers come down pit road back on lap number 15. Kendall Lebron, Brian Snare, Melvin Young also to pit road back on lap number 15. A handful of drivers taking this opportunity to come to pit road. Justin Brigsby, Tyler Hilton, Douglas Saki, Todd Willis, Brandon Medford after being involved in that one. Michael Mason Gill also to pit road. Gary Ragland in the 11 machine, he's going to come to pit road as well. So I don't know, about half of the field is what it looks like has been to pit road at some point in time. And it is right at about that halfway juncture in the race, or I mean in the timing scoring. 19 drivers yet to come down pit road, 18 drivers yet to come down pit road. We've got 37 drivers out here on the track tonight, so right at about half of the field already making one pit stop. And it does look like most of them taking some tires, some just on some damage control here, as we have seen some hard hits early tonight as we work ourselves around the track. Caution number 3 here tonight. Chevy Silverado pace truck lights gonna go out. We're getting set to go green flag racing this time by right here from Richmond International Raceway in the Richmond's for Lovers 125. There you can see that too of Christopher Spencer. I don't think he beat the field off of pit road. This is going to be interesting to see what happens here. Looks like we may see a delayed green. And no. Pace truck going to duck off. We're going to go back green flag racing. Green flag flies. Looks like we've had an issue on that start. Christopher Spencer out of position. We'll have to wait to see how the rest of the field is handled with that one. Maybe some black flags out there after that little problem. Katie Osmond still leads Steve Bakers, Dustin Ping, John Wimbish, Brian Littleton, Hunter Tate, Lance Yancey in that 77 machine. He's going to slide back a handful of positions now outside of your top five. Running in the 7th position, drivers stacked up back behind them. Look at that side-by-side. Thomas Light looks to the inside of Gordon Larson Jr. He's got Gabriel Levon, Danny Cox, and Brian Snare all in tow. They make their way off of 2, back off of 4, back towards turn number 1. 98 has a little bit of right side damage. He's scraped it off the wall at some point in time. Driver's going to stack up just a little bit there on the corner exit of 2. Gonna jump around just a little bit, trying to bring you all the action that we can here tonight from Richmond International Raceway. Nothing really to see at the front of the field as Katie Osmond has stepped away. Steve Baker, Dustin Ping still right there. Brian Littleton in a small battle with John Wimbish. Hunter Tate not too far off of them. We'll recheck the battles up here at the front of the field. There you can see that 56 Cheer 1 Ford Mustang piloted by John Wimbish. He's on a tear. He's on the move. He's trying to make his way towards the front of 5 positions from where he started. So Wimbish running strong right there in that last spot inside the top 5. Trying to chase down Brian Littleton running in 4th. Up 18 positions now. Check this man out. Your Mission 22 Hard Charger Award winner at this moment, up 18 spots from where he started all the way outside of your top 25. Travis Smith now runs in the 8th position in that Dirty Air Racing Caravan Trailers.com. There's Incorporated 946 Designs, Red Bull, Chevy, Camaro. Lance Yancey slot in just in front of him. John Wimbish still holding down that 5th position. As Katie Osmond, he begins to step away. Tight little battle here, 2nd and 3rd. There's Steve Baker holding off, and Dustin Ping starting to fall to the wayside now as we got a little closer to that action. So I tell you what, why don't we jump around the track just a little bit one more time. Gonna go back here to Justin Grigsby. He's got Roy Hyde, Kendall Levron in tow. There you can see that new paint scheme on that 00 of Roy Hyde. Used to seeing the Bomber paint scheme on that. There you can see beautiful tribute once again to the troops always supporting our armed services. Tell you what, Roy Hyde hauling the mail up there on that outside lane. Brian Mescal Jr. just in front of him, the 48. Also making that high side work. Hendrick working it over, trying to get by Craig Lerman in that helmet 69. You can see Lerman going just a little bit higher on the entry. That's going to force that 48 to back out of the gas just a little bit when you take a little bit of the line away. He's going to go way up the track through 3 and 4. That's going to force Hyde high for the minute. And that's going to give just enough ground for a Levron to put that 28 machine in between that 33 and that 00. Field stacked up now behind Craig Lerman. 28 of Lebron looking to the inside of Brian Mescal Jr. Not going to get there in time. He'll stay in line. Very close action now off of 2. We'll take a look at this battle. 3 wide, Roy Hyde on the outside. 3 wide into turn number 3. 85-28 down the road. They're going to stack through. They're going to make it through. What a run there. Just leave it at that. We're going to stay right here with this battle as it continues to rage on. It continues to produce some of the closest battles out there on track. Just in front of Chris Niles, Kendall, Lebron, Roy Hyde, Brian Snare, Thomas White, Gordon Larson Jr. Round out your top 20. Steve Baker following up last. Oh, the 85 gets sideways. He saves it. More drivers around, trouble off of 4. Brian Mescal Jr. involved in this one. Brian Snare also involved. We'll take a look back here, see how it all happened, see how it all went down. Coming to it just a little bit. Try to check that one more time. You can see that 85 already around, catches the 33, the 45, gets spun by the 98. Well, that's about all she wrote right there. 33 going through the grass. No contact with the inside wall there for Brian Mescal Jr., so he's escaped considerably well, considering the situation. It looks like most of the field is going to come down pit road this time by. So as your race leader brings these drivers down pit road for the first time here tonight, we will step away for a brief commercial break. But we'll see the action as we stay next gen side by side.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Trackside after a brief commercial break. Field gets the one to go. This time by Field's going to be in the hands of your race leader, Robert Hetrick gonna stay out on track. He pitted back on lap number 31 just about 20 laps ago. Justin Rigsby makes his way off the pit road first. He'll take over that outside row number 1 spot. Katie Osmond, Steve Baker right there, 3rd and 4th. Dustin Bing, Brian Littleton, John Wimbish, Travis Smith, Hunter Tate, and Jeff Stiles round out your top 10 for this latest restart here from Richmond International Raceway. The Next Gen Racing Light Electric Company Xfinity Series off of turn number 4 we go. The green flag flies as Hetrick nails the gas early. He gets away from the field. We're going to back up just a little bit, try to bring you all the action that we can. Big stack up through this field. You can see it stack up just a little bit, 2 and 3 wide. Now as Katie Osmond already hunts the front. Once again, down to the bottom of the raceway, he'll complete the pass, coming through the center of 3 and 4. So bring him to the green flag, but not back around once again. Hetrick fails to lead a lap. 55 of Baker to the bottom of the speedway. There you can see those fresher tires prevailing down there on the inside lane. They are just absolutely mowing down Robert Hetrick in that 30 machine right now. More drivers coming up through the field. Dustin Ping, John Wimbish, Justin Rigsby, and Brian Littleton all right there, knocking on the door, trying to bring themselves back up inside the top 5. We'll jump around just a little bit now, battling just outside of your top 15. There you can see a little bit of a wiggle out of that 33 from Brian Mescal Jr. as we'll get closer to the action. Once again, the International Raceway almost into the outside wall was that 48 of Jimmy Hetrick. And around he goes, contact with the 84. They're going to stack them up. They're going to keep it. Oh, they had it straightened out. Caution flag still being displayed for the 5th time here tonight. What a drive right there, though, by that 48. Do it right. Well, man, you did it right. You kept that thing headed in the right direction. That was some crazy action right there. Driver's going to bring their machines back to a crawl. Familiar face at the front of this field. Your Black Hawk Motorsports Polo Award winner, Katie Osmond, puts the 88 back at the point. Steve Baker lined up just to his outside. Dustin Ping, John Wimbish, all able to make their way by that 30 of Robert Hetrick, who is still your Mission 22 Hard Charger Award winner at this point in time, up 28 positions from where he started tonight's race. Gonna line up in that 5th position for this latest restart. Brian Littleton, Travis Smith, Justin Rigsby back behind them. Hunter Tate, Mitchell Snare rounds out your top 10, and all of those drivers have those fresher tires. So look for Robert Hetrick to be a little bit of a problem for these drivers as they try to make their way up and around him and inside the top 5. Knocking on the door of the halfway mark here tonight. And if you haven't already, race fans, toss these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether it's myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters, we do appreciate each and every one of you each and every time you stop by. Whether you're just sliding through to say hey, or you are one of the dedicated fans, friends, or family, maybe even one of the sponsors stopping by to check out what's going on the track right here each and every Sunday night. Your home for everything Next Gen Racing Light Electric Company Xfinity Series right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. So go ahead, as we said, and toss these drivers a thumbs up. Some good things out there on the chat. No problem, Jags. I've been out of the loop for a while myself. I'm out of the loop every day, you know that. I'm just off my rocker. I guess I don't even have a loop. Good to see some support out there for some of the drivers. Black Hawk Motorsports getting shout outs over there in the chat. That's good to see. More drivers out there battling for positions later on. We'll have to see how they go. Lance Yancey getting a shout out over there in the chat. See how that 77 goes here for that next restart. I tell you what, why don't we go on board here? We do have an onboard camera. We're going to go back green flag racing from the cockpit of that 77 of Lance Yancey. He's going to line up just outside of your top 10. He's going to restart, I believe, in the 11th position. So we'll have some crazy action coming to the green flag. Drivers getting bunched back up, gaps getting smaller, field getting ready to go back green flag racing. Katie Osmond, Steve Baker right there in the first and second positions. They're going to start this thing back off once again. Base truck down and away. Wait for it. Green flag flies. Once again here from Richmond International Raceway on board with Lance Yancey. He's going to drop to the inside of Hunter Tate. A little bit of a checkup there for Lance. Hugging that yellow line off of 2. He's cleared to the outside. Nobody in the mirror. He'll walk up the track just a little bit, try to set himself up for a better entry into 3. Good run off of 4 there for Yancey. Low, loose. Getting back to the throttle, had to save it there. A little bit of a counter steer moment. Goodness, that 77 body armor sponsored Ford Mustang powered up. Trying to get the power down, struggling just a little bit. The rear grip, most drivers struggling out there with the rear grip, which is what we are hearing. Good clean restart by all of the drivers so far here as we continue back under green flag racing, lap number 67 out of the 125 schedule. And tonight from Richmond is Royal Lovers 125, this 1 mile. I like to call it a D-shaped oval. It is a beautiful facility. I know I say that about a lot of the tracks that we go to. I've personally been to this one at least 6 separate times, whether it was daytime racing, under the lights, much better. It's 3 wide going into turn 1. Nathan Bishop, Dustin German, Jeff Stiles, all side by side. They're going to sort that one on out. Beautiful racing under the lights here at Richmond International Raceway. If you haven't had a chance to get there and witness a race I suggest you get there. Melvin Young and the 10 has some issues. The 10 has some trouble on track. We'll stay green flag racing as the 10 gets it all situated. That could have ended up bad for the 10. He'll minimize the damage. He'll minimize the loss as we stay green flag racing here on lap number 71. Schedule tonight's official race distance. Going to jump around the track just a little bit if we can. Try to bring you some more of that action there. You can see more drivers stacking up, and there's that 30 on old tires. Robert Hetrick down to pit road back on lap number 31, so over 30 laps on those tires. That 30 Clemson machine has got to be screaming, I want grip, I want grip. And it looks like he is struggling to find that grip right now. To the inside of the track, looks like Nathan Bishop going to try to run him down just in front of Bishop. Justin Brigsby, the 36, gets him to the outside wall. Back at the front of the field, go back to this little battle as it continues to rage on. The 55 of Steve Baker right there trying to run down Katie Osmond. Osmond has led the most laps here tonight. So your Black Hawk Motorsports Pole Award winner, with leading these last 3 laps, he has secured the most laps led award as well. So looking to sweep the points, those bonus points here tonight is Katie Osmond. And caution flag flies. Looks like Matthew McMeekin caught up and involved once again. Robert Liedel also caught up involved. We'll go back, check the replay. Oh my gosh, that 41 almost just stopped on the track. Look at that. That is one more look at this hard hit high above from the blimp cam. There you can see that 41 stuck on the wall. And no engine, out of power. And the 6, nowhere to go. Oh my goodness. That 6 absolutely nowhere to go. Watch him come barreling and bam, it's over. It's done for. We're going to take one more look at this. I believe we've got an onboard camera shot just before all of that took place. Let's go back to the cockpit cam here with Eric Blount right along with Eric. Out of the corner there, you can see the problems. The smoke in front, you can't see it. It's clear. Oh, it's not clear. And that's going to put an end to the night for the 6 machine. Tough break for Eric Blount and his Ford Mustang. For Hardline Racing, there you can see him stuck down there on pit road, and he'll be there for quite some time after that caution on lap number 74, our 6th caution of the evening. Very interesting as we get closer and closer to just about 46 laps remaining. Most drivers still with 2 sets of tires. Who's willing to come get them here? How long can these drivers stay out on their fuel? We heard reports of drivers being able to stretch the fuel somewhere upwards of 75 laps. So it looks like coming to pit road back at lap number 50, looks like these drivers have given themselves enough fuel to get to the end. Now it's just all about tires and tire wear. And when do you want to have that grip? Pace truck light's gonna stay on. We're gonna go one more time around, so we'll step away, pay a few bills real quick. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're gonna lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold your reset button and we'll come and get you.
Back right as the field goes. Green flag racing once again. Katie Osmond steps away. Steve Baker having to deal with Dustin Ping. Here comes John Wimbish. Look at that Red Bull number 9. He's inside the top 5 up 21 spots from where he started tonight's race. Travis Smith is on the move. Smith on a move now, trying to get big time loose for Travis Smith. Saved it. Oh my gosh, into the outside wall. Travis Smith trying to save the car, trying to keep it out of trouble. He's going to smack that outside wall. He's going to need some damage repair on that one after running right up inside the top 5 as the Mission 22 Car Charger Award winner. Smith now going to drop all the way to 30th. He's got an uphill climb on his hands from here on out. We'll rejoin the field, back up a little bit further towards the front. Craig Learman in the 69, there we can see him just in front of Kendall Lebron. Damon Cox not too far off of him. Thomas Light, Brian Mescal Jr., Derek Robinson, Christopher Spencer, and Jeff Stiles will round out your top 20. Gary Ragland has some issues on track. Ragland with some trouble on lap number 83. He'll lose some time. Close battles all over this speedway. Multiple side-by-side battles. We'll take a look at this battle right here. 3-car battle underway. Dustin German, Lance Yancey, Nathan Bishop all side-by-side. Tyler Hilton, Craig Learman getting ready to go at it. Kendall Lebron moving himself back inside the top 15. Lebron back in 14th position. Tyler Hilton making up a spot now. He's going to look for some more on that outside. Can he get the run on Learman off of 4? Not going to get their door. Going to close. He'll have to wait one more lap around. Learman back to the bottom in 1 and 2. That's going to open up the door, however, for Kendall Lebron, and Lebron's going to take that spot away from Helton. How about that 98 of Thomas Light and his Chevy Camaro? There you can see that 98 just in front of Derek Robinson and Jeff Stiles, making the outside lane work for the time being. Looking to go 3 wide, not going to be there on corner exit. That 85 of Jeff Stiles, he's wanting to go somewhere, but not sure he can make his way through this field right now, stacked up just behind 2 cars battling on screen. And I tell you what, there's some crazy racing action going on. Look at this, 3 wide off of 2, that's not going to work. The 45 gets turned into the outside wall. They'll stack him up. He's still trying to save it. Brian Sayre finally gets that STB 43 gathered up and headed back in the right direction after that contact. 3 wide coming out of turn number 2, and that is why you don't go 3 wide at Richmond. Big time moment there for the 33 of Brian Mescal Jr. He almost goes around struggling. Off of 2 now, that struggle continues out of turn 4. Stacked up, big time loose off of the corner. Brian Sayre right there ready to pounce. 84 gonna go around, and now we've got a caution out on the speedway once again. Looks like Melvin Young and Bobby Camden caught up and involved in this one. Let's take a look back, see how it all happened. Oh, and there you see the contact. You heard the contact. Melvin Young caught up and involved in this one. We'll take one more look at it here, see if we can't see some more of how that went down. Here you can see riding, looking at that 68. There you can see that trouble already there, and there goes the 68. Pop Smoke here tonight. It's done for him. Let's take one more look at it here. There you can see the 13 down to the inside. Robert Liddell with contact with the 10. He's up into the outside wall. Nowhere for Bobby Camden to go. He piles in and collects himself, and that's going to spell some big-time trouble as most of the field down pit road. Looks like Steve Baker going to stay out on track, rolling the dice. Steve Baker, Dustin German, Tyler Hilton take the front of the field. Jeff Stiles, Brian Sayre, Justin Rigsby, Robert Hetrick, Todd Willis, Mike Mason-Gill all stay out on track. So your top 9 all staying out on track. That's a big time gamble here. So we now have our 3rd different race leader with just 3 lead four lead changes tonight. Not a whole lot of action if you're the race leader. It seems like that clean air really votes well for the front end of these machines, and as we get closer and closer to the end of tonight's race, we're going to step away for just a brief commercial break, then stay right here for the conclusion of tonight's green flag racing action. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back right here at Richmond International Raceway. Green flag flies once again here to begin lap number 96. Steve Baker fires off with the race lead for the first time here tonight. He's got Dustin German, Tyler Hilton, Jeff Styles stacked up behind him. Hilton now running inside the top 5. He's in that 4th position, up 15 spots from where he started tonight's race. But how about this? We got to highlight this man right here in that 30 machine right now, because he is that NEXTGEN 22 Hard Charger Award winner right now, up 24 spots where he started tonight's race, running in the 9th position. Run down a few more of the drivers' highlights and spotlights. Leading the race right now, commanding the lead. I know it's just 0.3 of a second, but that is a commanding lead here at Richmond International Raceway. Steve Baker leads this field. Katie Osmond on a tear. He's on the move. Look at that 88 down on the bottom of the screen. We're going to stay with him for just a handful more laps here, because he has already made up about 5 positions in 2 laps, and he is knocking on the door of another one. 40 lap difference on the tires for the drivers around that 88 and the 56. John Bimbish also pit road for the fresh tires that time by, and you can tell both of those drivers really fast up here trying to make their way through these top 5 drivers. The 85 on the outside, Jeff Styles stacking them up just a little bit. Osmond gonna sneak his way to the bottom. Down on the inside, he's gonna look to take third, do so with ease. As John Bimbish in the 56, he's gonna get stuck on the high side, and caution flag flies on lap number 100. Looks like Christopher Spencer may have been involved in this one. We'll take a look back, see if we can't see how it all went down here with Spencer in the 2. Oh, and it looks like contact may have been involved here. We'll take one more look at it here. contact between the 2 and the 98. That's going to stack up. You catch the 27 involved as well. The 4 almost involved. He catches a piece of that outside wall. We'll take one more look at it here on the Turn 3 replay. You can see the 98 of Thomas Light. He's got a good run. And oh, just not expecting the 2 to check up and contact. Around goes the 2. Collects the 27. The 4, Matthew McMeekin, going to come catch a little piece of the wall at the tail end of that one. And now we've got those drivers that stayed out. Well, it looks like they have had enough. They're on pit road. Baker, German, Hilton, Spencer, Bishop, and Smith going to give up a lot of track position. So as we have crossed the threshold of the 100 lap mark, just 24 laps remaining. Glad you all join us here tonight, race fans out there in TV land, each and every Sunday night, right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Some great Xfinity Series action brought to you by Lighty Electric Company right here in Next Gen Racing League. If you're looking for a solid league to run in that has been around for a long time here on the iRacing platform, multiple different little series ran throughout the week. Right here, Premier Series Sunday night on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Check them on out on Facebook.com, or you can find them on iRacing.com, the world #1 racing simulator. Just go over there to league directories and type in Next Gen Racing League. And the way it's looking right now, trying to look at these drivers inside of this top 5, and the only driver inside of your top 5 that has been to victory lane so far this year is the man leading the race, was your Blackhawk Motorsports Pole Award winner, that 88 of Katie Osmond, gonna bring the field across the line, 22 laps to go. We should have right at about 20 laps to go once we go back green flag racing, but Jeff Stiles, Justin Rigsby, John Wimbish, Brian Snare, even Hunter Tate, Dustin Pink, all the way from 2nd to 7th, have yet to visit victory lane. Just one other driver inside the top 10 has visited victory lane, and there you can see it on that time. It's going to the left-hand side, lit up in that turn 3 orange. Roy Hyde back there in the 8th position. So if we get another new race winner, that's going to mix things up for this chase a little bit more. Only 12 drivers being taken in the first round. We've already got 8 different race winners this year. It's going to get close coming to the end. And it's going to be close as we come to the end of tonight's festivities right here at Richmond International Raceway for the Richmond is for Lovers 125. 20 laps to go when the field comes back around and takes the green flag. This is going to be one of those restarts that means a lot. It's going to go a long way, set things up for the run to the end. Ace truck down and away. Osmond brings him off a fork. He gets on the gas early. Green flag flies. Once again here from Richmond International Raceway. Osmond up through the gears, no problems for him. He'll step away from the field. Battle now side by side. John Wimbish, Justin Rigsby, Hunter Tate, Brian Snare, Roy Hyde right here behind this scrum of cars. There you can see that 00 on the outside trying to take that spot away from the 45. Down there on the inside of the track. Right behind that, Dustin Ping. Mitchell Snare rounds out your top 20. 2 and 3 wide back through the field. There you can see that 30 involved in yet another 3 wide battle. They're going to get that thing sorted all out as there you can see that wounded 2 of Christopher Spencer down there on the apron trying to stay out of anybody's way. Hetrick goes around. Big time stack up Jimmy Hetrick as well as Robert Hetrick. Both of those drivers almost involved in the same racing incident. They'll stack them up. Brian Littleton with some trouble. Oh my gosh, Brian Mescal Jr. with trouble. We do the big one. Lance Yancey caught up in this one. Oh my gosh. It's the big one late. Let's take a look. Travis Smith involved as well. There you can see Smith on the brakes trying to get woed up. Doesn't look like no issues there for Smith. Smith not hitting anything. We'll take another look here. Man, I tell you what, there was some hard impact by Lance Yancey. Let's take another look at what happened with that 77. There you can see him down there on the inside lane, just the outside of Craig Learman. Contact right there with that 8. No power. He gets punted back around. Oh, more drivers piling in. The 8 goes flipping. Hunter Tate goes flipping. We'll take one more look at this. Wild ride by the 8 machine. There you can see there's the contact. Hard and lick to the inside wall. Another lick. Oh my gosh, and it's not over. There's another one. And up and over that 8 goes. Back on all 4 tires. Driver got to shake the cobwebs loose for a minute. He gets brought to pit road. Field back under caution for the 9th time here tonight with 16 laps remaining. Things getting hairy, things getting dicey out here tonight at Richmond International Raceway. The final will come into 15. I believe we should have next time by. We should receive that 1 to go. So I do believe 13 laps are going to be remaining at the when we get ready to go back. Green flag racing. Katie Osmond, your pole award winner here tonight. He still leads this field. John Wimbish right there in second. I tell you what, while we've got the time, while we've got the opportunity, why don't we go ahead and run it down just a little bit of something like this. Your race leader right now, Katie Osmond, brings the field down the back stretch. Driver slotted in that second position. John Wimbish right to his outside. Justin Rigsby going to line up third on this restart. Roy Hyde making his way inside the top 5 for the first time here tonight. He'll start second row outside lane. Dustin Ping, and the one gonna line up in the 5th position. Brian Snare just behind him. Rounds out your top 6. Brian Littleton in the 80 Dirty Air Racing Michelob Ultra. HenningtonStrings.com. Jekyll Controls. Turn 3 Racing. Dirt Die Dave. 946 Designs. 80 Machine. Man, GM, you have got way too many sponsors. Just saying. Mitchell Snare in the 43 out of Troutville, Virginia. Gonna start right there in the 8th position. Christopher Medford gonna slot in 9th. Kendall Levron rounds out your top 10. Trying to take a look around, see where that Mission 22 Car Charger Award would it go out to right now. And it's a tie between this man right here, Derek Robinson, in the 38 Toyota Supra. He's up 17 spots from where he started tonight's race, as well as this man right here in that Clemson 30 Chevy Camaro. He's also up 17 spots. So battle now for that Mission 22 Hard Charger Award. Who's going to take that award here tonight as we get set to go back? Green flag racing once again. Gonna go above the track with the spotters cam. Get up here in the crow's nest, if you will, for this latest restart as Katie Osmond brings the field back to the green flag. John Wimbish just to his outside. Rigsby and Hyde back in row number 2. Pace truck down and away. Osmond hits the pedal. Green flag flies. Once again, Roy Hyde looks to take that 3rd spot. Will he have the momentum on the outside? No. Rigsby going to power through on that inside lane, but here comes that runoff to the double O. He's going to have the advantage. He's going to clear him. Will he drop to the bottom? No, going to stay to the high side. Roy Hyde's going to try to put the power down around the outside. Big power move right there. Roy Hyde up into the final podium spot. Hyde up into 3rd. 11 laps left as Osmond brings the field down the backstretch. Close battle back just behind Brian Littleton, 7th and 8th on the track. Kendall Levron looking for a spot. Travis Smith able to get by Masonville for the 23rd position. Mitchell Snare also getting by Kendall Lebron for the 8th position. They're going to switch and swap that spot a handful of times here. John Blimbish right there running in second. He's got Roy Hyde battling, trying to get around him. Oh, Roy Hyde's got to save it. Hyde's got to save it. He saved it. I don't know how he did it, but he was able to keep that double load slotted on the track, headed in the right direction. Big time save there by Hyde. He stays in front of the 36 of Justin Rigsby. Dustin Ping rounds out. Good top line. Catches 8 to go. Close battle right here. Check this group of cars out. 43 of Mitchell Snare, Chris Mefford, Brian Snare, Kendall Lebron, Steve Baker, all packed up with each other running right here. 24 looks to try. 84 tries to get up out of the way. Chris Mefford drops to the bottom of the speedway. He's going to make his way by the 45. Now struggling for the grip down on the bottom, the 55 of Steve Baker. He's got no hood. What happened to Baker? He's got no hood out there, but now he's up inside of your top 10, running in the 9th position. He's got Derek Robinson and Dustin Sherman right back behind Kendall Lebron, slowly closing in there. You can see Lebron all over the tail end of that 45. Everybody chasing this man once again. Yeah. Blackhawk Motorsports Pole Award winner, that 88 of Katie Osmond, down through turn number 3 out of 4. Skate out. Gonna give him the high five. That time by the line, just 5 laps remaining. Richmond is for lovers. 1:25 brought to you by NEXTGEN Racing Lighting Electric Company, Xfinity Series. Looks like the front of this field may very well be sorted out. Brian Littleton looking for some more here. Littleton's going to make up a handful of spots. He's knocking on the door of the top 5. Steve Baker wants some more. He's up in the 9th spot. He's got Kendall Lebron right behind him. That's going to be a hot contested battle. Dustin Sherman, also a race winner. He's back in the 11th. He wants more as well. Close battles all over this race late, except for that race lead. Katie Osmond has stepped out to a 1.2 second advantage over John Blimbish. Roy Hyde now closes back in for a shot at the 2nd position. What's going to happen between those two drivers? Dustin Ping, Justin Rigsby still rounds out your top 5. 3 laps remaining now for your field here tonight. The Richmond is for lovers. 125 from Richmond International Raceway. Popsicle sticks. 2 to go for Katie Osmond. A lot of crazy action all over this track. Brian Littleton looking for the 5th spot on Justin Rigsby. He's going to have the advantage going into turn 3. Almost contact that 43 of Mitchell Snare, almost into the side of Brian Littleton, but white flag, final lap for this man right here on screen, working his way out of turn number 2. Nobody in front, nobody behind for that 88 of Katie Osmond. He'll look to take that checkered flag for the 3rd time this season. Osmond off of the corner, he's gonna drift it for the race fans. Osmond takes the checkered flag. John Blimbish and Dustin Ping snatches the 3rd position right at the line from Roy Hyde. Brian Littleton gonna give the spot up to Justin Rigsby as well, so Littleton gonna finish back in 6th. Steve Baker recovering for a top 10. He'll finish in 9th. Kendall Lebron back in 10th. What a run there towards the end of tonight's race. And well, race fans, as these drivers get ready to celebrate on the first laps, we'll get set for your driver post-race interview, so don't go anywhere, race fans. We will be right back. and back trackside at the conclusion of tonight's Richmond is for Lovers 125. We'll see if we can't catch in and have a few words with the driver that walked away with that Mission 22 Hard Charger Award. That is that 84 of Chris Medford. Let's see if we can't dial up Chris and have a few words with him. Medford, it's Dave in the booth. Got a copy?
I sure do.
Hey, bud, how you doing? How you feeling after, pretty solid run, top 10 run for you, walking away in 8th here tonight, but more importantly, the Mission 22 Hard Charger Award. You gained 17 spots here tonight. How was it out there on the track?
Well, it wasn't Dale Osmond fast, that's for sure. That dude's he's on another level. I might as well just take the back seat and try to see if he can finish second. The car was loose. It was loose all night. But I really dropped back at the beginning of the start and just kind of rode there because I didn't want to be involved in anything. And it didn't work out to my favor. I got involved in a couple of wrecks. I think I got a Jimmy Hetrick. I'm not sure. It was definitely a close call. It was a hairy race, but once it started going green, it wasn't too bad.
We've seen a handful of cautions here involve some pretty big hits. How loose was this track? We've seen a ton of drivers with their hands full tonight. How tough was it out there, and how much were you up on the wheel?
I wasn't up on the wheel until last round of pit stops. I said it was loose for about the first 5 laps. You really had to race the track, and a lot of people were just trying to race each other. So after those first 5 laps or so, it started to come around, and you could actually, start making some moves. But everybody was just so close, and it's just so hard to pass. You couldn't get the pedal down, but it was fun.
All right. Well, Chris, again, congratulations on the Mission 22 Hard Charger Award here tonight, gaining 17 spots throughout tonight's Richmond is for Lovers 125. So before we let you go, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody on the side of that 84?
Yep. First and foremost, thank Tyler for this kick-ass scheme. It's pretty special. This Friday marks the 10 years of my dad's being passed away, so he got involved in a race car accident. So this stuff is pretty close to me and Brandon. So we love to come out here and do this stuff together. It really makes us feel a lot closer. So, thanks to Tyler. I love you to Dad. Congrats to Dale for kicking everybody's ass. He said Mission 22. Thank you, David, for the broadcast. Zoe's Place, Racer Riley, Bruzy Racewear, just all the good sponsors. Not even sponsors, just causes on everybody's car, not even just mine. It just makes it so cool that we can race for causes.
Absolutely. Well, again, Chris, congratulations on the Hard Charger Award here tonight, and we'll see if we can't catch up with you here in the next few weeks.
Sounds good. Thank you, Dave.
All right, there you have it. That was the 84 of Chris Medford walking away with the Mission 22 Hard Charger Award. And now let's see if we can't catch up and have a few words with the driver that walked away in the 3rd position here tonight. Let's see if we can't dial up that one of Dustin Bing. It's Dave in the booth. Got a copy?
I got you.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? How you feeling after a solid podium finish here tonight?
A little sweaty, a little rough. The 3rd place finish there. Didn't really like how the car was feeling.
Well, we've seen some hot and heavy battles out there, especially on these restarts. How rough was it to get the power down on the colder tires or on the heat cycle tires?
After a long run, they kind of were slick and really get the power down. But after the fresher tires, it wasn't that bad. But it was a little slick out there if you went full throttle.
Well, Dustin, I'm going to switch gears with you in particular here real quick. We've only got 4 races left before the chase. You came into tonight's race sitting 3rd in points, 46 back from Steve Baker. You have not got a race win yet this season, so you are the highest running driver without a race win. How comfortable are you and your crew heading into these next 4 weeks in the upcoming chase without a win in your back pocket yet?
I'm pretty confident as long as we can keep getting finishes like we're getting. I'd love to get a win, but if I don't, I'm pretty confident where I am. I should be able to move up to 2nd in points with Troy missing. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a points mix-up with Baker finishing just inside of the top 10 back in ninth, and Radford not here tonight, so the point standings definitely going to get shaken up. You had yourself a great run out there tonight. Walk away third here from Richmond International Raceway. So, Dustin, again, congratulations on third. Thanks for taking some time to talk to us before we let you go. Would you like to give any shout-outs or love views?
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, I'd like to thank ACTPA, Conrad Group, Shire Glass, Indiana Wire Roofing, and Blackhawk Motorsports, especially Dale for helping us out this week.
All right, my man. Well, again, congratulations on the third place run here tonight. And we'll see if we can catch up with you in the next few weeks.
We hope so.
All right, there you have it. That was the driver walking away in third place here tonight. That was the one of Dustin Ping out of Blackhawk Motorsports. And that's going to move us right on along in our post-race interviews to the driver that walked away in second here tonight. Let's see if we can't dial up that 56 of John Wimbish. Is Dave in the booth? Got a copy?
Yes, sir, Dave. I got you.
Hey, bud. How you doing? How you feeling after a solid second here tonight?
Feel pretty good about it, man. It's been rough a couple weeks for me. You had me questioning if I could even do this anymore or not. So glad to get out here and get a good finish. I really had no expectations coming into it. So real happy with it, and got to say congratulations to Dale. He did a heck of a job there. Had nothing for him, but real happy to finish second anyway. Good points. Just got to keep stacking points. That's what we're trying to do.
Well, you started tonight's race, I believe, in the 10th position, so you gained 8 spots throughout the entire race. The spots look like they were pretty tough to come by once we actually got into a run. So let's talk about the handling of that 56 Cheerwine machine. How did it handle throughout the night for you?
It was okay, and the spots that you were talking about, really, the important part was the restarts, and that's really where you could make up a lot of spots that guys would spin their tires or just not get going right. You've got to be, right in that RPM band range you can get and take off and not spin them. And this is one of those tracks where it can be real finicky. So having good restarts was the key to that. But you could drive it loose, but it wasn't that bad. But I had a big problem with getting a push after a while coming off at 2. So I had to start backing it up a little bit more. And Dale was able to really roll through there a lot better than I was.
Well, John, since the handling was good, I mean, you obviously finished well, brought that 56 home in second here tonight. Got to feel good doing it at I'll call it a hometown, even though it's the home state, Virginia native, or it's got you as Virginia, so we'll just go with that one.
Yeah, Martinsville's my home track, so.
Oh, so this one not too far from Martinsville, though, huh? I think, about an hour away from Martinsville?
It's about three hours if
really?
You're fast. Yeah, it depends on how fast you want to drive, I guess.
Well, we go fast on the racetrack, so we go fast on the interstate, right?
That's the way we like to do it, especially in the SRT Charger.
Yes, sir. Well, John, congratulations on a solid finish in front of the home state crowd here from Richmond International Raceway. Before we let you go, you want to give any special shout-outs, thank yous, love yous?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to thank you, Dave, for being here and putting this on for us. It's always fun to go back and watch when you have a good run, and you can learn a lot of things from it. So appreciate the hard work that you guys do at Turn 3. Thank everybody here at the league. They do a terrific job. I think we put on a pretty good race tonight. Nice field. We keep having big fields of 30-plus cars, so that's always good to see, and everybody's doing a good job. So thank Cheerwine. They're on the car, autosbynelson.com, and Esophageal Cancer Awareness Association.
All right, John. Well, my man, congratulations again on the second place finish, and we'll try to catch up with you a little bit more before this chase begins.
Sounds good.
All right, there you have it. Final words from the driver walking away in second here tonight. That was the 56 of John Wimbish. Well, back to the man of the moment, the man of the hour. There you see him right there, right across that start-finish line. Let's see if we can go to your Century Equipment victory lane driver. Let's see if we can't grab up and have a few words with that 88 of Katie Osmond. It's Dave in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I've got you, bud.
Hey, bud, how you doing? How you feeling after that run?
Well, I mean, I won, so no other feeling but great, I think.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, you were now able to put your third win on the board this season. How comfortable now are you heading in towards the championship? You are already locked in with the one race win, but is there any momentum now coming out of that 88 crew?
Oh yeah, definitely some momentum. I'm comfortable because I'm locked in, got 3 wins, but could always be more comfortable. I'm looking to get all the bonus points I can.
Oh, speak of bonus points, you're going to walk away with quite a bit here tonight. Walked away with the Blackhawk Motorsports Pole Award. Also walked away with the Century Equipment Award, the Victory Lane Award here. So stacking them up for sure, man. Are you going to stop anytime soon?
I really hope not because 15 playoff points is good, but I'm shooting for, like 30.
Trying to make it a big deficit, huh?
Yeah, you got to. You got to put up the wins.
I hear you, my man. Well, again, walking away with your third win of the season right here. Tough little short track, Richmond International Raceway. You were able to race your way back up through the field after getting off cycle a little bit. Tell us about that run and how tough was it to really come back up through the field?
I mean, it was scary. It wasn't so much as being, super tough because of the tire difference, but, when you have guys on, 30 lap old tires and you're on 0 lap old tires, you carve through the field, but, you got to do some pretty ridiculous moves to get to where you want to go.
Absolutely. So, elbows up is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much elbows up, and then, afterwards you might need a new pair of pants.
I hear you. There was some new pants moments out there for a handful of drivers, that's for sure. But again, Katie, congratulations on not just the Century Equipment Victory Lane Award here tonight, the most laps led, also the Blackhawk Motorsports Pole Award. So before we let you go and enjoy the celebrations here tonight, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back at the shop on that 88?
Yeah, of course. Main one is the sponsor, Ohio and Indiana Roofing Company. All the teammates at Blackhawk. A couple of us had really good finishes tonight. 2 others in the top 10. Dustin was in the top 5. Brian got off cycle, but he held it together for 13th, I think. I'm driving this memorial car all year long. So, every time I can put into victory lane for my grandma, that's awesome. Thank you guys for broadcasting, and thank you to the admins.
All right, well, KD, again, my man, congratulations on yet another race win, and I'm sure we'll talk to you again before the chase starts.
I sure hope so.
All right, there you have it. Your race winner with the final words here tonight. Katie Osmond walks away with a back pocket full of points. He'll walk away with the Blackhawk Motorsports Pole Award. He'll grab the most laps led award, and he'll park it right here in Century Equipment Victory Lane. What a run here tonight for Katie Osmond in that 88 crew. What a job by all the drivers out there tonight. Tough, tricky little track here at Richmond International Raceway. Race number 12 now in the books. Points in the bag. Drivers gonna get set to go racing at Chicagoland coming up here in the next handful, well, next week to be exact, not a handful of weeks. Chase gonna begin in a handful of weeks, and it looks like producers hitting those buttons in the background. You know that sound. It's time to run down tonight's unofficial race results for the Richmond is for Lovers 125 race number 12 here in the Next Gen Light Electric Company Xfinity Series. Snatching the race win, checkered flag tonight goes to that 88 of Katie Osmond. Just behind him, finishing in second tonight, the 56 of John Wimbish. Dustin Ping gonna round out your podium spots. Roy Hyde right there at the end, but gonna fall short of a podium spot. Hyde gonna bring that 00 into fourth. The 36 of Justin Rigsby rounds out your top 5. Brian Littleton coming up just shy of a top 5. He'll finish in 6th. 7th spot tonight, Mitchell Snare. 8th goes to Chris Mefford. Steve Baker back in 9th, and rounding out your top 10, Kendall Lebron. 11th position here tonight goes to Dustin German. Tyler Hilton back in 12th. 13th spot to Brian Snare. And unfortunately, looks like we've got some issues going on. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. My goodness. Tough breaks there for sometimes technical issues. Anyways, Brian Snare back in 13th. Derek Robinson 14th. 15th place to Damon Cox. 17th. 16th to Craig Lehrman. 17th, Jimmy Hetrick. Robert Hetrick lined up just behind him in 18th, 19th position here tonight to Travis Smith. Gordon Larson Jr. The 01 going to round out your top 20. Brian Muskell Jr. back in 21st. 22nd here tonight, Thomas Light. Douglas Hockey back in 23rd. 24th goes to Nathan Bishop. Michael Mason Gill back in 25th. 26th goes to the 10 of Melvin Young. The 13 of Robert Liedel going to finish in 27th. 23rd, 28th here tonight, Todd Willis. Man, I can't even read numbers. That's how bad I can't number. Christopher Spencer in the 2 going to finish 5 laps down back in the 29th spot. Gary Ragland back in 30th. 77 of Lance Yancey after that hard impact. He'll finish 17 laps down back in 31st. 32nd, Hunter Tate. 33rd, Jeff Stiles. Eric Blount back in 34th. 35th goes to Bobby Camden. Matthew McMeekin back in 36th, and rounding out the field tail end here tonight, the 83 of Brandon Mefford. That's going to do it. That's all she wrote here, folks. If you haven't already, race fans, toss these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side to get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. With us, myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you stopping by each and every time that you do. With that being said, race fans, stay safe, stay loved, and until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.